I want to share some information I came across while researching for my blog. I actually discovered it by accident. Tommaso Buscetta was convicted in Italy in absentia and sentenced to 14 years for numerous crimes. In 1970, following a 7-year international manhunt, Buscetta was captured near East 42nd Street in Manhattan by the FBI and the New York City police. Just prior to his arrest, he was surveilled to a meeting at a pizzeria, also in the city, and one known to be involved with narcotics trafficking. Buscetta was eventually freed on $75,000 bail and extradited back to Italy. Fast forward to 1981. I was always under the impression that the first Palermo boss the Coglianesi took out was Stefano Bontante. Apparently, the Coglianesi first struck at Giuseppe Pano, a boss closely aligned to Bontante, who disappeared on March 11, 1981. The following month, on April 23, 1981, they killed Bontante. And on May 11, 1981, they killed Salvatore Inzerillo. During this time, Buscetta was in Brazil. Again, to my knowledge, he never traveled back to Sicily. Nevertheless, an investigative report has him returning to Sicily in December 1982 following the deaths of Bontante and Inzerillo. He returned incognito to reorganize the ranks of the losing side and launch a counteroffensive. But at some point, he again returned to Brazil, and a short time later, both his sons were killed. On October 23, 1983, in Brazil, Buscetta was arrested in a warehouse where the police discovered millions of dollars worth of heroin. Here's the interesting part. Most of us know Buscetta, like myself, began cooperating with law enforcement. Prior to that, he was a loyal member of Cosa Nostra until they turned on him, which is significant. And here's the proof. During his arrest in Brazil, the Brazilian police wanted Buscetta to confess as well as name his accomplices, but he only volunteered his name, so they began torturing him by pulling off his toenails. Afterwards, he only reiterated his name. They then took him up in a plane and flew him over Sao Paulo, opened up the hatch, and threatened to throw him out. In addition, they gave him electric shock and tied him to a pole by his hands and feet. But despite all of this, he never revealed the names or anything that he knew.